What's good, guys? We hope you had a great time. This is DC Bakelicious here with
Johnny Grimm, the one and the only.
guys. We are Dem Boys, and we hope your Christmas Yuletide thingamajigs were amazing. We've been on a month-long break.
Basically, he was trying to say instead of Christmas, we hope it was litmus.
It was a litmus.
It's
Yeah,
so
guys. Look,
stupid. I heard that the other day. I was like, that's so dumb.
look, guys. He came up with it, not me.
Oh yeah,
I'll
definitely.
be honest,
I'll
dude.
take the credit. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm
That's
serious,
fine.
dude. He's trash.
I'm
But yeah,
trash.
dude, we've been on a break, and John is said I can't believe it, but John finally came out of the closet and said he's transferring to a woman. He's a transgendered individual, which is a beautiful thing, Mr. Johnny Grimm
I almost forgot
is
about
gonna be
that.
Jonathan G Girly Grimm.
Girly Grimm. Dang, I
Dude,
must have missed this entire saga of my life. I'm
dude, I
sorry.
have so many stories to tell you. Like, it's ridiculous. I got so much stuff. Guys, you're
Same.
gonna love it, man. Like, I'm telling you, y'all are gonna love this episode because the craziest stuff has been happening.
True. And what's
I'm trying.
funny is we
Go ahead. Yeah.
actually, no, we actually talk all the time outside of this podcast. But this is one of those
Yes.
few instances where our interaction has been like bare bone, basic,
Yeah.
almost not non-existent. We talk every day,
Close
but
to
it's
it.
very just like, hey, how you doing? Oh,
So,
I got something to tell you. Yeah, me too. Okay, well, we'll tell you on the podcast.
yeah, dude.
Same.
We've been saving everything for the podcast.
It's
So,
fucked up.
but yeah, for real though, first thing is Mr. J. Johnny Grimm is now a car salesman. So, guys, congratulate
Heck
him.
yeah.
Congratulate him. Clap.
Yay. I'm in a career now.
Congratulations.
I
He is,
graduated.
yeah, he
I
graduated, and now what he is
graduated.
doing, he graduated from vacuums to cars. And what he's actually doing is he's got a Dem Boys like pamphlets, and he's spreading the good news. Like Dem Boys
Hmm.
is like basically religion. It's like our,
Correct.
you guys are in the church of Dem Boys, and we need
Yes.
more disciples. We need more followers. We want to spread the good word of Dem Boys.
Dem Boys.
So, in order to do that, Mr. Johnny Grims has took it upon himself to, do it. And I mean, I'm amazed with him. Like he says, every time he goes out and tries to sell a car, at
Hmm.
the end of the deal, he's like, "Have you heard the good news?"
Hmm.
Like what? Of Dem
Preach. Preach. Preach.
Boys.
I like how it's like high school. I keep finding out things about me I didn't even know. This is good.
Yeah,
This is good.
beautiful.
I just
That's
want to make a
beautiful.
really quick shout out to y'all. Y'all have been amazing. We didn't talk about this last time, but we broke 10,000 total plays. We're currently sitting on 13,686, and we are disgustingly close to 300 downloads. We have 284. So you guys are amazing. You're our concurrent, our audience that just keeps coming back. You
Hmm.
guys really seem to love our Zora Knows shows and our Dem Boys discussion series, and I appreciate you guys for coming back. And to those of you this is your first time, welcome. And again, to those of you that keep coming back and keep listening to us and pitching in, that's something really special. It really is.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it because as much as we try to act like we hate you guys, we just don't. We just
No,
don't.
no, we don't.
Nah, we love you guys for real though. We appreciate it, dude. The only thing I would like is just y'all talk more, man. Comment, be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up, dude?" Because that really is cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
our Facebook page has been really doing good. You know what's crazy though is like back like 8 years ago, right? People, when Facebook was like only a few years old, people would make pages, like just random pages, right? So
Yep.
I made random pages like absolute boredom, fried chicken and watermelon, and one I made recently was cash for your old phone. And I promised you every single day there's like three people joining. It's
Really.
insane. Yeah, it's really insane, dude.
That's interesting.
It's crazy. Yeah. But how was your Christmas, guys? Because I mean, for us, we celebrate Christmas. We live in America,
Yeah.
so I was thinking, guys, how was your Christmas? Did you enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny? Johnny Grimm, how
Yes,
was your
sir.
Christmas? What'd you do for Christmas?
My Christmas was great. It's kind of a two-parter in a sense. We It was very strange. We actually did gifts for some reason at our house on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas. Partially it was a time thing and just we wanted to relax when we got home on Christmas Day. So me, the wife, and the mom decided that we were going to do Christmas on Christmas Eve. So we did our Christmas then. Christmas morning, we went out to the wife's mother's, and then from there, we went to her birth father's, and then her grandma's, came home and relaxed. So it was a good day. It was a good day. I would have liked to spend more time at home, considering it was our first year in our own home, but it actually
Hmm.
worked out really well. Got to see family, and that was more important to me. So it worked
Hmm.
out well. It worked out very well. What about you?
Yeah. Oh God. This is gonna take like 20 minutes, but here, guys, so get your seatbelts ready.
I'm hold up. All right, let's go.
All right, yeah, for real. Um, so we go down to the beach at Christmas, like at least on my dad's side, ever since his mother died around I think 3, 4, 5 years ago. She died of cancer. She was battling it, and she was an okay woman, not the best, but whatever. So she ends up passing away, and my grandfather doesn't want to be in the house at the time. So he's like, "All right, let's go down to the beach." Right? I live in North Carolina,
Right.
so he went down to Nag's Head, which is a very popular tourist attraction and beautiful. So he went down there, and he actually, had a good time. And for the last few years, we had an okay time. Here's what happened this last time. My aunt was like really stressed out, but she has always like not liked my mom. She's hated my mom ever since my mom
Really?
first met my dad and tried to come in to the family. They have never liked her. They've always talked shit behind her back. Been very rude to her because my
What was
mom
their
wouldn't back
supposed
down and stuff.
reason for this?
No, they're just assholes. I don't know why. But her mom, which was my grandma, and this woman, my aunt, they would, talk shit in the bathroom. My mom would hear it and she'd cry because my mom wants to be liked.
Well,
And this
yeah.
past time, all right, here's what crossed the line for me. And everybody heard it. Renee, which is the name of a Martian I know,
A
actually
Martian.
ended. It's just I didn't want to say her name, but she ends
Okay.
up. So this woman, right? She ends up fucking. She's a piece of shit, dude. It just makes you mad when someone messes with your mom. She was
Mm-hmm.
talking underneath her breath. She was calling my mom a fucking bitch, cussing alert.
Seriously?
But she was calling her fucking bitch, piece of shit. Yeah, she was a bitch because my mom was just talking. She didn't like my mom, dude. And my mom heard it, right? And I think my sister heard it, and that really pissed her off. We had known this happened, but seeing it was egregious. And then we ended up the next day. She came up, and I was sitting like 2 or 3 feet away from her, and I heard her mumbling underneath her breath about her.
Again?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
What the
it's just
shit?
well, it's over right now. Like ever since we got there, like it felt like there was a devil in the house or something. Like there was so much animosity. Like if you've ever been in a room where like a
Mm-hmm.
fight's about to happen,
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
it feels like. Or like say people are, angry at each other. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only issue. And
So this
at least
was
in that
this was
civil.
worse than normal then.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and normally it's like it's an understated thing. Like their family doesn't work anything out. Like they don't tell anybody about their feelings. They've got like a decade, like years, half a century worth of feelings that they never address. My father never addresses his
Wow.
issues. He has severe mental and social issues. He's very smart, but socially he is crippled. And my aunt has always been treated as the favorite child,
The
And
Martian.
granted she was stressed, but at the same time, the shit between her mom and my mom and her has been going on forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually gonna write her an essay saying why I won't be up there anymore, because I never really liked him in the first place, but I was gonna let her know, look, I heard you talking all these horrible things about my mom. I, as a man and as a good son, could not go up there and sit around you and take gifts from you, knowing that you are
The
that
pimp.
heinous. Like I know you were before, but I thought she had changed a little bit, dude. But she hasn't, you know. And I mean, to be honest, I really hope she hears this because if you hear this, you really are a bitch. I hope. I'm sorry, dude, but you are. You need to stop it. You're a bitch. I
Isn't
mean,
it one of the
it's
most
sad.
terrible things when you realize how evil people can be, especially in your blood?
Oh God, yeah. Do you see that's the whole issue? My dad's side of the family has always been fucking assholes. And here's the thing. They grew up poor and they were very successful, but my grandfather on their side, he's horrible, dude. He's like 92 years old. He's miserable. He could get up, they wheel him around in a wheelchair. He could walk if he wanted to. He's just done. He wants to die, but the man is I think God, if there is a God, he's torturing him because he killed his son. He didn't like actually do it, but he inadvertently killed his son. He
Whoa.
made he. I feel like I blame him for robbing my father from me because he really. My dad is a great guy. I love my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's great, but there's so many issues that come from his dad that it really saddens me because I just wish that I had more of him to love and be a father. You know, I hate it, dude, because
I know
he's a great
that.
guy. But it's just people. When you are young, you are a blank slate, and your parents like create you, man. They morph you. You
Right,
know.
yeah, their entire job is to mold you into a somewhat decent
Yeah.
human being.
Hey
That's
guys, I don't know if you can hear this, but hold on one second. Listen, listen. Do you hear that?
really.
What was that?
Did you just whack the floor with your flip flop?
Guys, smell that. It smells so bad. I've been eating so much meat
Oh
lately.
my
Oh
god.
Lord.
I don't know. Am I
Woo!
gonna edit this? I think I'm just gonna leave it.
No, you
No,
better
you're just gonna
not. This is a special.
you're
This is
just
a
gonna
Dem
leave it.
Boys fart special.
You're
Nah,
just
dude. That would be funny to see if they're like, dude, when he farted, I subscribed. I was like, I'm subscribing.
if that's what
Like, is
made
that
you
what you want?
people listen to what we have, let us
Dude.
know.
Guys, look up King Ass Ripper, dude. He
No,
farts. Oh
don't.
man,
It's
dude,
not
we're
worth
just gonna
it.
be a farting podcast.
No, we're not.
We got it. Dude, did you send that link I sent you? I posted about the girls on YouTube that fart.
Actually, I haven't. I haven't.
Oh my god,
Dude, I've been
dude.
actually so busy
I
that
bet you have.
actually it's funny. I got some good game time in recently. My wife is Let me tell you something about my wife really quick. When I say she's probably the only no, she is the only reason I've been eating lunch and dinner, like actually having lunch at work, eating dinner when I get home. She's actually the only reason. Like
Mm,
I'd be eating cereal every night when I come home or a sandwich because I've just been so late, honestly
tired.
just lazy, dude. Like we had a
Tired.
chance to I can't remember, man. I was going to do something and I was just like, or I can sit on this couch and turn on the vibration and heat and just sit here. And
Beat
I've just
off.
been so exhausted mentally from learning and absorbing and just like I'm out in like negative 4-degree weather right now and I'm just like busting. So like yeah, I've
Quit
just
your
been tired.
bitching.
I've just been
Quit
tired.
your bitching.
Yeah,
Nah, but yeah, John works really hard, guys. He really does.
I try.
He's dude, I'm not gonna lie, this man, he had his wife had to get him knee pads because he's always on his knees. You know, he's working
Basically.
for that money.
Basically.
But guys, look, I got another story. Like this is going. This is the other story I got to tell you guys, right?
This one's not going to be any
So
better, I have a feeling.
no, it's worse. The day
Oh,
before yesterday, right?
okay.
No, it's
Okay.
not in that way, dude. The day before yesterday, right?
Mhm.
I go to the store, I get some cigarettes and some drinks, and I
Mhm.
come home, right? My mom likes to smoke cigarettes. So I come home and I see my grandmother's cars in the driveway, and
Okay.
she looks frantic. Like she's coming out of the house, and she's like, Chandler, I got to tell you something. You'll never believe what happened.
Oh
She
boy.
pulls me aside and she says that she was contacted on her phone from a man who was in the Dominican Republic saying that her son, and cue my name,
Oh jeez.
was stuck in a jail and they needed $1,000 to bail me out. I also heard that I was smuggling drugs, right? Me, or apparently me and my friends, we got drunk or we were smuggling drugs or whatever. And so she was frantic. She tried calling my mom. She doesn't know my phone number.
Oh
We don't
man.
really talk that much, I guess. So I guess in her mind, she thought that maybe it's a possibility I could have been in there, could have gone there.
Right.
Um, I don't know. So she thought, I don't know why she thought I would have the money to go down to the Dominican Republic, but whatever. She thought it was BS. Like they tried to get her checking account, but they didn't do that, right? So
Right.
thank God, when she was getting the money order, she went to Harris Teeter, which is a superstore, grocery store in the South, right? And
Okay.
I actually worked at this place. This place is only like uh, 2 minutes away from my house. So sure enough, she goes there and she's like, "I need $1,000 money order. My grandson is, you know, stuck in the Dominican Republic," and she's shaking, right? And one of the managers I knew while she was up there was like, uh, she thought it was suspicious because she was shaking and she's like, "That doesn't sound like why." She was like, "Why would you need $1,000 on a money order? It sounds crazy."
Mhm.
So she ended up calling the people, and she was asking about me, and she asked a couple questions about like, you know, something about like the my ID and stuff, and she started poking holes in her story, and she's like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna have to deny you." So I was like,
Right.
"Thank God," and she ended up coming back, and it was horrific, dude, because they knew my name and they knew that she was my grandmother. So I contacted my friends at Fast Phone Repair, Greenville, North Carolina, guys.
Mhm.
Uh, they were like, "Hey," I said, "Have y'all heard of any scams?" They were like, "No," and I was like, "You know what?" I was like, "I wonder how they got my information." And I had thought previously, like Facebook, because all your stuff's out there.
Right.
So I was like,
Yeah, they
"Uh-oh."
don't have to look far.
I know, dude. It was just scary, man, because like she would have spent that money if it was not for, the vigilance of people at Harris Teeter. Like I thanked everybody. I was like, thank you guys so much because,
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, dude, they're preying on older people. She said she's gotten like 4 or 5 other calls like that, but apparently this one actually really, was like, I don't believe that, you know.
Right.
She's very gullible, but bottom line is I was gonna end up calling her because I was gonna be like, hey, thanks for having my back, you know,
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
dude.
not something that I feel like it's not something you hear every day, but honestly, it's definitely probably more common than I think.
Oh, dude, scams are horrible now. These guys
Yeah.
are coming up with some amazing,
Oh, I got to
amazing
tell you about
scams.
mine. They did tried getting me, dude. So,
Uh,
I have an iPhone and I have an Android. My iPhone's my work phone, my Android's my personal phone. So
mm,
we got a charge for $5 and change on our bank account. My wife's like, "What is this?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "iTunes, Apple, whatever, da 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 da." So I contact Apple through their email. In the fashion, they normally respond within 72 hours. We don't hear anything. I forget about it. We're hurting for money. My wife's like, "This is kind of a big deal right now. Figure this out." So,
mm,
um, we try and reach out to Apple, nothing. She finds a phone number, direct line contact for Apple. We call them, and there something she needed like my logins or something. I didn't remember them because I didn't have my phone on me. So she gets frustrated with me, hangs up. So whatever that was, that she sends me the number. So I call them. I go to the bedroom, turn on my iPhone, call them. You know, they asked me, what's your username, da 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 da. Then they're like, yeah, someone hacked your account. No, no, no. They said, um, have you been to Ohio recently? I said, no. So do you know anyone that lives in Ohio? I said, not that I talk to like that, no. They're asking me all these questions about Ohio and other things. They're like, yeah, it looks like someone hacked your account, da 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 da. I'm like, wow, that sucks. What do we got to do? So the guy then informs me that in order to install a hack protection software, I have to go out and buy a $25 or $20 iTunes gift card, scratch off the code, give it to him. He'll add it to the account and then
mm,
download it for me. And I was
mm,
like, as soon as he started saying that, I'm like, hold up. Why do you need me to spend money for something that isn't my fault or my doing? I'm not even thinking about a scam at this point. I'm just like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, they should not be charging me for something that is a leak in their security. So we go back and forth. He's like, sir, he just keeps saying the same thing. And finally, I'm like, no, you don't need you don't need my money to give me my money back. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Unless you're New York State, that's not that's not how things
I
work.
know it's a bunch of bull crap, dude. That it's
So
scams.
so I wound up hanging off the phone. I wound up getting a hold of this scam. There's like a scam hotline for Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Reported that phone number, put in a ticket for that, and then the lady actually said, "Yeah, your account was hacked." So now I'm already a little skeptical, but she was great. She walked me through it. She got it figured out and taken care of, and she was wonderful. She was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just crazy that like they were trying to pull a fast one on me, and they were in Google in one of the top searches, top things you can click on as Apple support. So
It's
that in
crazy,
itself
man.
is crazy. Some unsuspecting, 60 something year old, 18-year-old oblivious person that doesn't know is going to fall prey.
Yeah.
And that's
You
just
know,
how it goes.
we actually ended up, um, me and my father, Zora knows my father. We ended up where we were coming back from the beach. We did like a little impromptu 20-minute uh thing where he and I were talking about what's it called? Indecency, sexual harassment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about it, and unfortunately, the thing did not save. I thought the draft was up there, but anyways, concept is it was really dope. You know, I hate that I lost it, and it was cool to have like a little quick bite. And you guys will end up seeing more of those, like maybe where me, Johnny Grimm, or Zora knows we might end up being like do like a quick little convo in the car or something.
Yeah, I actually have a
Just do that.
backlog right now of quick logs for you guys, and I haven't
Yeah,
posted
dude.
them yet. I've been debating whether or not to just give them to our Patreon
Hmm.
supporters.
Yeah, I would post them on there, dude. You know, we could do like a
Awesome.
compilation video too,
Yep.
eventually. But I love the whole little idea of a quick bit. You know, like you call it a, what'd you do it? Call it a quick log or whatever, or a quick
Yeah, there was
bit.
some. I came up with a little name before. Uh, it was like a joke on Star Trek. I'd have to look at our text messages. It was like a. It was what was it? I don't remember. We'll have to come back to that. But yeah, I'll have it titled appropriately. Don't
You better
worry.
remember.
Oh, it's literally in our text messages, so I got you.
Good, good. Well,
But yeah,
guys, look,
yeah.
I'm telling you right now. I mean, my Christmas was so much better around my family. Like we came back and my brother's in the house, my mom, my dad are here. We've had such a
Hmm.
good time. We
That's
really
great,
have,
man.
hanging out, and I love them to death, dude. You know, my brother is working. Him and I are working on our relationship. He's coming around. You know, I mean, we had a good time, dude. You know, but let's go ahead and get into this. Like Zora knows, might we might do a little episode with him later on this issue, but this is gonna be me and John talking about this. We we're gonna talk. At least I want to talk about sexual harassment and the whole Me Too movement. Um,
Hmm.
and also, I would like to touch on first the quartering and Magic Gate. And apparently, Magic the Gathering, right? This
Ah,
huge
jeez,
card
here we
game
go.
has had these issues with uh, judges who are pedophiles, right?
Uh
This
huh.
guy has actually found out that, sure enough, this man on the panel is a pedophile, and the guy who runs the quartering, I actually made a video on my channel, and he actually responded back. So we're gonna link this podcast to him. His name is Jeremy. Jeremy, we're in support of you still, dude. Like at least I am. I can't speak for Johnny, but look, man, you're going. This guy is absolutely. They banned him unfairly, and he has been exposing pedophilia in there. All these major news organizations are starting to pick up on it. Like journalists are writing stuff because they literally have pedophiles around kids.
Hmm.
So it's like, what are y'all doing? You know?
Yeah, it's definitely something that. should have been looked into
I
before they're
know they
allowed
did.
to host and entertain
They
or
didn't even do a background
judge.
check,
Yeah,
you
no.
know. And in the age of, you know, dude, oh, in the age of like sexual harassment, dude, pedophiles need to go to hell, dude. That's
Yep.
such a horrible thing. But the
There's no
whole
place
point,
for them.
yeah,
There's
the whole
none.
point is this dude is the man, because he's really fighting back, man. Like they banned him. He was targeted for
Mhm.
something he said, and they banned him for no good reason. And now Wizards of the Coast, who are the manufacturers of Magic the Gathering, are dealing with a PR nightmare, possibly a financial one too.
And I've said it before. I love Magic the Gathering, and at this point in time, I'm still going to be buying their products.
Oh
I think
yeah.
they made a poor decision on which side to be on. I think they should have cracked down on that a lot faster, kind of like Disney did with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And they didn't, and that's disappointing to see from such a long standing franchise that's brought me many hours of entertainment.
Hmm.
So
It's
that's
sad.
my bit on that. I feel like most of you, from what DC Baker said, knows what's happened, and it's
Well, I
unfortunate.
mean, if not, what you can look up the quartering, guys. Just look him up. The quartering. Type in hashtag MagicGate into Google.
Hmm.
It's a serious issue, and it only
It
got really
is.
brought to light because this guy was wrongly done,
Hmm.
and he is fighting back. And I love it because, guys, we realize we have a voice as a community. Whether you like card games or you like video games. Look what happened with EA. We can band together and we can fight back against these people. And that is the biggest lesson to take
Hmm.
away from this. Just because you're only one man does not mean you do not have a million others that are right there behind you,
I want to
just
make a
one click
statement
away.
on that. How many times have you heard someone say, "I do not want to like if I were to go back to the past, I would be very careful because I don't want to step on the wrong patch of grass or step on a butterfly and graphically change the future." How many times have you heard that from someone?
Oh, yeah, you talking about the butterfly effect.
Yeah, now how many times have you heard the same exact people say that they're not going to try and go for something they believe in or do what they want to do because they're only one person and no matter how much they do or
Oh,
whatever, it won't
dude.
make a difference?
Yeah, well,
I
here's the
don't
thing, dude.
understand that logic. I will
No,
never
well,
understand that logic.
you wouldn't understand it because you're on a podcast. I mean, dude, like you're a car salesman, you're a go getter, you're an entrepreneur. Me and you are alike in that way. People are not like us. You know, it's sad, but it's
Right.
true, and it's okay if you don't want to. If you want to just work a 9 to 5, get married, have a couple kids, live your life, that's okay. America, you're able to do it. Some
Right.
people want more. The only thing I have an issue with, and I really do want to do a full podcast on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and address this issue. Is one of my biggest regrets is not doing YouTube full time back in 2006. Like really
Back in
exploring
the
it.
glory days.
Yeah, like I took down all my old videos and deleted them. I wish I had never done that. I just, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's so much regret because I wish there was a time machine where I could go back and be like, how would my life have been if I had been a
Mhm.
regret the past? Okay, there's one thing I regret in doing this whole YouTube thing is the fact that if I had started around a long time ago, I would have been very successful, right? But my counterpoint to that is, who knows? If you have a
Right.
good idea now and you spend a lot of time and effort into it,
And
you
money.
can make it today. You can make it today. You really can. And that's no
Yes.
excuse not to follow your dreams. Now, one of the issues that John was talking about before was people that are naysayers trying to hold you down. They are what we call haters. They are what everybody calls haters now. They are hating on you. And it is hard not to listen to people that discourage you, but Casey Neistat has a video on it where he shows a diagram like people actively discourage you, they praise you, and then they want to be you. And that's how it goes. If you have a good idea, do it.
Right.
All Every single person that has done of anything of note in history has been a dreamer.
Right. They've done things different. And the one thing too is you almost have to have a thick skin or just naturally not pay attention to it. Like it's a lot of the same for sales with me. We get a lot of no's. We get hung up a lot on people call us names. They catch an attitude. But at the end of the day, either they're going to buy from me or someone else is. And I think a lot of those mentalities and skills I have apply when people make jokes about, me doing the podcast or a lot of the other things. People obviously appreciate this. And even if they didn't, I'd still do it. Because the point is, I love it. It's enjoyable to
Yeah.
me.
Well, does anyone make jokes about you doing it?
Oh, of course, people say shit all the time. And I'm sure
Right.
there's more people that say stuff behind my back.
Wow. See, no one has said anything. Like that's why I didn't tell anybody we were doing it
Yeah.
until we had it up and running because
But they're also the
I
same
love it
people
for
that haven't
myself.
listened yet.
Yeah, dude, those are the same people that will never amount to anything in their life. Like, I
Yeah.
guarantee you, if like we ended up cracking like number one podcast position, start making millions of dollars, they'd be like, "Oh, can I get on your podcast?"
Or
And
even better, for what, sitting there and
I
talking? They're getting paid to
know,
talk. I can do
wow, who
that.
doesn't want to do
I can
that,
do
dude?
that.
It's just people are so stupid because they're
Yeah,
jealous. They don't
stupid.
want to follow their dreams. They don't want to take the initiative. If you have initiative and attitude and are able to see your idea, visualize it, you
Hmm.
can shoot for the stars. You'll
Yeah.
land on the moon.
And see, I think
I'm
it's less of
telling you.
a I think it's less of a laziness thing and more of a, I don't know. I just
Intimidation,
some
like you
people
don't
just
have
aren't willing.
confidence.
Some people just aren't willing, man. Like if they see someone else succeeding, I don't think most people are like me and you. Were like, that's good, good for you.
Yeah, maybe we can do something like
I
that.
like to believe most people are inherently good, but I also know that most people inherently are greedy too. So when they
Yeah.
see somebody else prospering, when they see somebody else having fruit in a tree in which they've grown, they don't like that. They want to cut that tree down. They want to take it for themselves. And
They're haters.
not everybody's like that, but that's
No,
that's
no,
definitely
but
that's definitely a truth. That's a truth.
yeah, like you want the people you hang out with to be like, "Hey, I'm doing this podcast or I'm starting this channel or trying to make it on my own." And when they say
Hmm.
something negative, it's like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't do it." Like one of the first girls I dated, one of the second girls I dated, I stopped dating her because I asked my friends if they thought she was good looking, and he was like, it's like, dude, what am I? You're young and dumb, but these are life lessons that we learn.
Right.
I was talking to Mac Daddy the other day about this. I was saying that, I think in the future, I think in 10 years' time, your online personality will be very valuable as far as like if you cultivate yourself online, everybody will eventually be online, I think, in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, we're
It's coming
basically
to
there.
that, and I think the fact that we're here at the beginning, it's going to pay off at the end, because we're just, you have an idea, you have a collective who you are online,
Hmm.
and people subscribe to that, dude, it's just going to get bigger, man. Like, that's why, like, people have been, like, there's this movie called Bright.
That's it. That I
And
love that movie.
are you talking about the Netflix one?
Yeah.
You saw it? See, what's crazy is critics panned it as horrible, it's
Hmm.
trash, but the audience really likes it,
Well, that's
almost
the
loves
thing.
it.
You got to understand, critics don't get paid for an honest review anymore.
No.
Media understands that the biggest reaction to evoke or to get is a negative one.
Yeah, well,
That's why.
here's a lot of people were suspecting that these dudes were doing this because of the fact that this is Netflix's like second movie where they didn't put it in theaters. They just released they spent $90 million on it. It's got Will Ferrell. It's just such a drastic concept from like 10 years ago. It's just they're
Right.
like, "What? You're not going to release it in film or in a movie theater?"
Yeah, I'm
And
sure that's
as
part of it.
yeah, but see, look here, as we get older and as we grow in society, technology is going to change. It's just faster, faster. We're going to have these
Hmm.
new experiences. Like everybody is all about nowadays. Instead of having a brick and mortar business, a lot of people are like, dude, how can we do this online? But like we were saying before, look, guys, we are killing it as people. And look, you can too. Don't listen to the haters. Don't even tell people you're doing something. Just have that for yourself, and if you become successful, like they'll find out about it, guys. It's all about you, man. Don't listen to the haters. You know, what do you think, Johnny? What do you think?
I think that's 100% a truth, and it always will be. that
Mm.
if you want something, it doesn't matter what anybody else says or what they think. Just get it. Just grab it. You have to believe in it when nobody else believes in it. You have to make
Mhm.
it tangible when it's not physical. And you have to live the dream before it's a reality.
That's very true. Like, guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Johnny Grimm hurt his back the other day, about a week ago or something, and he just got a new job and he's been standing up all day. The guy is a trooper. I have back injuries from being in multiple car wrecks, but this man is standing, going through the pain. I mean, he's truly admirable, but he's got hard work and he's got dedication. He's got a goal, and he doesn't listen to the haters. He doesn't even listen to his body. It's all about mind over matter. This guy is literally, conceiving an idea and he is willing it into existence. The whole point is don't listen to the haters, guys. We got it. We got it. We Dem Boys. Dem Boys.
Yes. And also, I have an official tag. So for all of you that are in Dem Boys Nation, for all of you that follow us, whenever you want to reach out and tweet us with the @ symbol of the official Dem Boys or any of our independent tweets or whatever, or if you're just on our YouTube and you just want to show support, just hashtag DBYZ. Hashtag DBYZ. Really simple, really
Yeah,
straightforward.
simple, simple, guys.
And actually, when we get our website up and running, the all inclusive website, it's going to be dbyz.com. Really
You already get
simple,
the
really
domain.
easy. Yeah, I'm going to be paying for it. This job's going to allow me to afford things.
Dude,
So,
that's sweet, guys.
yeah,
We're go moving on up,
we
and
are. We are.
thanks for joining and talking in the Facebook group because we've had a lot of people talking. Well, not a lot of people, but people have been talking in the Facebook group.
Yeah, it's
I
been pretty
mean,
cool.
people are coming through, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So thanks for doing that, guys. We're gonna have more episodes coming out. Johnny's just been hurting really bad, and I'm working on my editing skills and recording skills so I can record an episode that y'all will like. But we took a break, but we're back now, guys.
We
We're
are. We
back,
are. I,
and
I, I especially took a little break. I was
yeah, but that's fine, dude. It's
pretty
like end
messed
of
up.
year break. We went on break, and now we're back with a passion, with new equipment. Like Mr. Grimm's got what, a green screen?
Yeah, I got green screen with the full lighting set up now, courtesy of my mother. She got me the hookup. I actually got a new mic stand with a boom, so it makes it a lot easier to record on the go with you guys. I used to have one back when I did music, and that wound up just breaking. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our new listeners who's been kind of following us, Blake J. I hope I pronounced that right. So if that's not right, just let me know. But I appreciate you for coming from the podcast to our Facebook, to our other channels, and
Thank you,
following us. And again,
thank
a
you.
big shout out to our Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. But yeah, we've just been reinvesting into the brand, into the dream, and that is so noisy. Trying to make things happen. Um, just trying to do, So we appreciate you being here and kind of growing with us. Really, is
Yeah,
what it
guys.
is.
I mean, even though we have background noise, I appreciate it. Hopefully, one day we'll be in a little booth and
Yeah.
have our own little station.
Well,
It's just we're real people, guys.
we
We
are.
really
We
are,
are.
and we experience real things, and we live with real people. So you're
Yeah.
gonna hear the real stuff. You're gonna
Normally in
hear
the
it.
future, I'll be in my own little space downstairs, but I have
Hopefully,
no comfortable place to sit down there right now.
yeah.
This is about as close as my back can get
Dude,
to handle.
so
So
much good stuff, guys. I'm gonna post some pictures of me going to Nag's Head in the Facebook group, so you guys can check those out.
sounds good. I'm gonna post a special little graphic for you guys on
Hell
the
yeah.
first actually
Hell
special little
yeah.
something something surprise.
Uh
So
oh. Uh oh. And I also got a shock mount too. I'm super happy, guys.
oh yeah.
Super happy, man. So, you know. Anyways, guys, Johnny Grimm has got to lay down. His back is not feeling too good, you
Yes.
know. So
Yes.
we're gonna go ahead and dip out, guys. This episode's gonna be shorter than usual, but it's a quick bite, refined.
Yes.
But guys, we love you. We appreciate you. DC Bake Hizzle, out of the Hizzle, and Johnny Grimm's is.
Johnny Grimm is done. I'm done.
See you
Hashtag
guys.
DBYZ. We are out.
DBYZ. Out. Oh, guys, the technical difficulties are real, but Mr. Johnny Grimm is so good at his job that you will not notice that much.
Three, two. You thought I was gonna say one. One. Uno.
Yo, all right, guys. Anyways, like what I was trying to say was, look.